I was doing an interview with somebody today, and they said, so you wanted to have a rap on there? I said, no, I wanted to have Pitbull. Like it was specific to him as an artist and as a performer and as an artist. He's an artist. He has a particular flow, a style that I really wanted on that song. I wrote the song with Nile Rodgers, who I've been a fan of for my whole life. His guitar playing is just unbelievable. You all know his playing from Chic, Good Times, and all these songs. He even played on Get Lucky with Daft Punk and co-wrote these songs. He produced David Bowie and Madonna, all Madonna's records, and he's just an amazing producer, guitarist, songwriter. So I sought him out, and we ended up in New York at the same time. And I said to him, if we can get into a studio, I just want to hang and play and jam and see if it all kind of clicks. And we got together the first night, and we spent hours and hours in the studio playing, just jamming and riffing. And he had a groove, and I'd play along with it. And I had my six-string banjo, and he had the strangest look on his face when I pulled it out of the case, But when he was playing, and this song was kind of, it was just that sort of... I can't play like him, but it kind of, to my head, it sounded kind of like that, but much cooler. And so as he's doing that, we're just playing. And we played that lick over and over and over again, driving ourselves crazy. But it was kind of infectious, and we got on the wave and kind of rode it. And while that was happening, while that riff was happening, could you pass me that banjo, Chris? So while that riff was happening, I grabbed this thing, which is why the bizarre look happened on Niall's face. He's like, why are you going to play that in this song? But ever since I bought this thing, which was in 1995, no matter, when there's a groove and a dance feel on the radio, I always hear this thing in my head. I always hear this instrument on somehow. It just seems to fit. So while that sound, while that riff is happening, in my head I'm kind of hearing this. And it all started to come together. So the song, we wrote the song, and it felt the whole sun don't let me down. She's almost in my arms right now. I know you gotta rise for the birds to sing, but I'm in the moonlight to do my thing. Sun don't let me down. Oh. That was Niall's idea for the whistle, is it? I can't whistle. Niall can. And he wrote that cool little riff. So we had the whistle, we had the guitar riff, we had the banjo, we had Niall happening, and we wrote the whole song. It was all finished. And a little bit like the first song, Gone Tomorrow, we had this space. Busby came in and helped us finish out the song, but we had this long musical space where we didn't know what we were going to do. It was just kind of a cool breakdown bit, and we just left it like that. And we went, well, the song's finished, it's got this cool little musical moment where nothing happens, and then it goes back into the chorus, and we were just going to leave it like that. And I was out somewhere and heard Pitbull's voice come on the speakers, and it was just like instant. I went, oh, he should sing on Sun Don't Let Me Down. I think he would be excellent for that song. And because, lyrically, it's about needing a few more hours in the night to seal the deal, so it's totally up Pitbull's alley, right? It's a simple, sexy song, and I just thought the whole feel of it and the sort of somewhat tongue-in-cheek element, playfulness of it was perfect for him. And so Niall said, well, I know him, I'll send him the track, see if he likes it. And we sent him the track, and thank God he loved the song. And so I just said to him, this is your space, just do whatever you want to do, say whatever you want to say. And I had no idea what was coming back, you know, like, so he did his piece and he sent it back to me, and I was just floored when I heard his whole rap and what he did. And for me, he just took the song to the place it needed to go. And never in a million years would I thought I would end up in that collaboration with Pitbull, but I'm so happy with the way it turned out. I'm glad he said yes.